Well, I had been in public relations for 29 years. Most of it, fortunately, as a PR executive. And it was a wonderful thing. And I actually had been recruited from one industry to another, so I had a lot of opportunity to see a lot of business. Eileen died in 1985, and I tell you that next year was the toughest thing. And in '86, I decided I really had it.
I was working for a law firm that had up in Buffalo, and they were opening an office in Fort Lauderdale and needed an office manager. I'll never forget, I was going down an elevator at Christmas time, and I saw one of the attorneys. "Oh," he said, "I hear you're going to Florida on vacation." I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, how would you like to find a condo down there and live?" He said, "We need an office manager down there." I mean, you know, synchronicity happens in your life, and that was one of them, because of course you're going to move. I wanted to get out of Buffalo, and then everything was paid for. And I found a little condo, and that's how I got down to Florida. And I never wanted to leave from the difference between Buffalo and here, because the snow and it was really something.
I got down to Florida, and it took me a couple of weeks to get around to giving her a call, and I did, and we met in a bar. And I said I'd be in a suit, and she'd wear a gray dress.
You had a blue tie on.
I did?
Mm-hmm. And I had a gray striped dress. That's what we told each other.
Yeah. So anyhow, we saw one another, and we got together and just started to talk. I felt like I'd known her my lifetime. It was just wonderful.
I had been alone down living in Pompano Beach, and for 10 years. And I thought, oh, you know, sure. He had an accent from New York, and I thought, oh, I don't know anybody from New York. Well, when I saw him, and he was just really nice looking, and I thought, wow, this is different than what I've encountered here in Florida. And I think that's why we kind of hit it off, because we were both from away, and we just kind of clicked, and that was fun. That was fun.
And that evening, we were going to have a drink together. We ended up having dinner, and then I took her to see my apartment, and she took me to see her apartment. It was just the nicest night. And 2 years later, we got married.
So that was the start of a very good relationship.
Yeah. That was a very difficult thing, to tell you the truth. And Max will remember, I was very hesitant about this whole commitment thing. You know, when you go through your wife dying, it's very, very hard. And one night I met her, and I remember getting down on my knees at the
at the restaurant.
We had a booth at a restaurant, and I just surprised her. I said, you know, let us get married. But that took quite a while, because I was going through the problem of,
It is hard.
can I handle this again?
You
know?
did, yeah.
One of the things that we got into pretty early on was going cruising. So we went on about 19 cruises, and we've been everywhere. We've been to Tahiti, and we did the across the Atlantic trip, and we've been to Rome and Greece, and we've been to the Baltic, and it's been fun.
We really enjoyed the traveling. I think that was what our main thing was, and because we could do everything and take the tours, you know, and do things like that.
Well, I've enjoyed watching Max develop as a real artist. My God, she is good. She works in oil and acrylics and watercolor, and everything. And that collage thing, I think she's got a unique talent. Things like the giraffe and the pelican over there, not pelican, the
Peacock.
peacock being. But it's just wonderful to be with her and watch her do this stuff, and maybe once in a while help, you know.
Well, the funny thing is, people will always say to me, "Oh, he's just the happiest guy. He's always smiling," and I think that's probably, you know, when you say what attracted me. Well, he just looked like a happy guy that's just always smiling, and he is. But then certainly we get along very well,
That's true.
we people who aren't morning people together, you know, and one is up at 5 o'clock or something early. We don't have that problem at all. We just are right on the same schedule, and we always have been.
That's really
So
true.
if we traveled, it was just easy to do things together. That was good.
I love her, and that's the main thing. I love her. I really do. Well, you know, we were younger then. That's In our
31 years
70s, yeah.
ago. So you feel like there's still a life out there. This can't be, you know, just the end. And when people have gotten together, sometimes they don't get married again because of family and all that can involve. But they want to be with somebody. They can go out to dinner with somebody, and they can have them over and cook for them and all that. I mean, we need that as human beings, and I think it makes you happier to have somebody with you.
You have no regrets.
No.